Wonderfully made. She's heaven's angel, so strong, even in struggle, yeah. When life comes like a storm from every angle, she rises above it all, the backbone of every home. Nothing compares to all she do. True meaning of every family. She's the glue. Hey. Where would we be without you? You brought us Martin, Malcolm, and Obama, yeah, and Jesus too. Oh, she's sophisticated, strong, simply amazing, humble, honest, and helpful, educated, ebony, eccentric, empowering. She's a queen, she's a queen. You better treat her like a queen. Oh, Her strength is amazing. Life inside, 9 months she's carrying back to work, 'cause the family she's carrying. Society don't give her just due, but she prevails and stands tall. A champion, a true woman. But nothing compares to all she do. Yeah, the true meaning of every family. She's the glue. Yeah, oh. Where would we be without you? Yeah, you brought us Martin, Malcolm, and Obama, and Jesus too. Oh, she is sophisticated, strong, yeah, simply amazing, humble, honest, and helpful. Not only that you are educated, ebony, eccentric, empowering. You're mine, she's a queen. You're mine, you're my. Treat her like a queen. No price could be put on how much she's worth. So valuable, she's the soul of the earth. Yeah. All a part of God's genius plan. Powerful as she can be, the man's H-E-L-P. Yes, she is sophisticated, strong, simply amazing. She is humble, honest, and helpful. What I like about her is she's educated. She's my ebony, empowering. Yeah. She's my queen. Sophisticated, strong, simply amazing. She's amazing to me. Humble, honest, if you ever had one. She's educated, she's my queen. She builds me up, she keeps me going. Sophisticated, strong, she's my queen. Simply amazing. She is, oh my, she's my queen. She's educated and she's empowering. She is my queen.
Well, hello. This is RSC Blake's, and I am so excited about today's conversation. I want you to invite as many people as you can. I was running, man, trying to get back here. I want you to invite as many people as you can to come in and to be a part of our conversation tonight. I think this one is going to really shift the perspective of a lot of women. This is a subject that I've really been thinking about doing for a long time. Some years ago, there was a certain public figure that a man that came out and said something to the effect of women are going to have to die alone. And I witnessed the emotional trauma that statement created within female society. I mean, women were really traumatized by just this man making this statement about you're going to have to die alone. And it really awakened me to the depth of the social conditioning, the female slave conditioning that society has heaped up on the woman to make her believe that somehow she's incomplete without another person, that somehow she's deficient if she doesn't have, a man. And so one of the greatest fears, I really meant to Google it or find, get some kind of statistics on what are the greatest fears of women. I'm certain that the fear of being alone, the fear of dying alone is probably at the top of the heap. And so I want to kind of deal with, I'm still trying to catch my breath. I want to kind of deal with this today, understanding a woman's fear of being alone, and then, ultimately dealing with what are some solutions to overcoming this fear. Because more women have this fear than will admit it. A lot of women are embarrassed by the fact that you struggle with this mindset privately. And so rather than admit it, you just kind of live with it, you deal with it. And when you have this fear, what happens is you find yourself settling. That's probably the first thing that happens. You find yourself settling for any man that would want you, even if he just wants you for your body. The tragedy, the tragedy about this fear is it will make a woman settle for just being a man's sexual object or toy, just to say, well, I have a man. It causes, when a woman has this fear, it causes her rather to lose sight of her own value. And, it just, the list goes on, but that's not what I want to do. Let's get into what I'm talking about. Here's the fact. You were born alone, right? Even if you came into the world with a twin, under normal birthing conditions, y'all came in one at a time. Even if it was a C-section, the doctor took one out at a time. You came into this world alone, and more than likely, you will die alone. When God made Adam and Eve, he made them separately, alone. He manifested them separately. He manifested Adam at one point. He manifested Eve at another. Why is that? Well, it's because functional, healthy, conscious individuals are perfectly fine being alone. Because to be alone from a visible, physical, tangible perspective is one thing, but the reality is I'm never alone because I'm always connected to the Creator. The Creator is always connected to me, you see. And my fulfillment will never come from any connection outside of me. I have to be fulfilled within myself to even facilitate a relationship outside of myself and the Creator. So ultimately, we are individuals for certain. Now, we may become couples, but we are absolutely guaranteed to be individuals. I was sitting out by the pool the other day, and let me just show this to you. I was looking at these balls that Lisa's put in the pool, and you see the balls under the waterfall. One ball is rolling by itself, the other ball is rolling by itself, and then you'll see where the balls came together. But even when they were together in a pair, they were still on their individual journey. I thought as I looked at that this is a great depiction of life. If you don't learn how to happily function as an individual, you never qualify to function inside of a relationship. Because even inside of the relationship, the thing that makes the relationship work is that you continue your personal journey, he continues his personal journey, and together we find a synergy, we find a rhythm. So as individuals, we must find ultimate fulfillment in God. And when you find ultimate fulfillment in God, you don't live with this fear of, I'm scared to be by myself. Well, go to Acts chapter 1, Acts chapter 17, actually, verse 28. It says this, For in him we live and move and have our being. In him, not in Lisa, not Lisa, not in me, but it is in him that we live, move, and have our being. We find our fulfillment, we find our purpose, we find our joy in our Creator. And then once we locate ourselves in him, it's then that we're qualified to find or to discover the person or the people that are equally yoked with us. But there's no such thing as an equal yoke when your perspective of a relationship is, I need you to complete me, to fulfill me, to make me happy. All right, let's get into this. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta hurry up. 6, 7. 7 points I want to make relative to understanding why are some women, let's be clear, why are some women so dreadfully afraid of being alone? Why? Number one, okay, some of these are going to make sense. Some of these are, may not make sense. But number one, here are my thoughts. I believe that many women are afraid of being alone. When I say alone, outside of the context of a relationship with a man. Many women are afraid to be outside of a significant relationship with a man, and it disturbs them because there's this earnest, this honest, this sincere quest for virtue. Many women desire maybe even over desire relationship with a man because there's this desire within them to maintain their virtue. Whereas, we as men, the way society breaks us and the way society raises us, and when I say society, this even starts in the home, the way little boys are raised versus the way little girls are raised. Little girls are raised to believe that you should maintain your virginity, which you should. You should keep your dress down, which you should. You should not let little boys play with you, which you shouldn't. But then in the same house, they'll take the little boy in the back and they'll teach him how to manipulate the neighbor's daughter. And so there's this game. Little boys are raised to get as many women, have as many sexual encounters as possible, while little girls are raised to be virtuous. And so the woman, the little girl that turns into the woman, she desires strongly her own man to be able to legitimately express her sexuality without sacrificing her virtue. She wants to do it within the context of marriage because that's the way she was raised. That's the Christian Judeo ethic. That's the way we believe as Christians. And many other religions believe that virtue is important. And so the average woman, is not out here trying to knock down 50 different men. She's praying and she's believing for her particular man, because contrary to what we've been taught, though I believe sex is probably more, the desire for sex is more pronounced in men. Women have strong sexual